Alright, welcome to C's Backyard Bees. It's the 25 season. Last video you guys saw, we had no bees. We lost them all over the winter, sadly enough, and now all of a sudden we have 3 hives in the last 12 hours. So let's talk about these hives. If you watched earlier this week, you saw us install the package. Now we're going to be working on these 2 hives. I'm going to talk a little bit about them as we go. We have a brand new hive tool for the 2025 season, so if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe. Smash that like button like a yellow jacket, and let's jump into this hive. So this first hive that we are going to jump into here, we split this from a larger hive about 2 weeks ago, and they are doing fantastic. We found the queen in it last night, and we actually got this hive for free. It was a newer beekeeper that her backyard is not the greatest backyard for bees, and she only wanted to keep 1 hive at a time. So she said, hey, if you help me out, you can gladly take the split. And well, how could we pass up that opportunity of free bees? So we ended up with this hive last night, and they're covered all 8 frames. So we're going to give them a second box today, but we're going to replace this box that they're in because it is really beat up. This is one of our original boxes. I repaired it last year, and it spent most of the year with a gosh, what am I trying to think of? It's one of those tools that squish everything together. I sure can't think of the name of it right now. It'll come to me in a minute. So that's what it spent. So we're going to give them this brand new box. Not a brand new box, I take that back. We're going to give them a new box that does not have the frames fallen in. I tried to do this earlier, but without this little J-hook thing on your hive tool, it is quite a difficult task. So as we're going, we're going to be looking for that queenie, just to make sure she's in this hive. If we see her, fantastic. If we don't, that's okay too. Outside hive, nice and full of honey. Outside frame, nice and full of honey and nectar. We've been feeding this hive for the last 2 weeks, and we'll keep feeding it until we have a super on it. This is kind of how I do things around here. So this is where this is the frame we found the queen on last night, laying new eggs, and there is tons of eggs on that frame. Again, that's the queen right there as well, so bring it over. So the queen is right there, 12 o'clock on the top. She's still on the same frame she was last week, so I'm gonna put her back, and we are, make sure we don't smash her here. I know exactly where she's at. Alright, now we're just going to move all these frames over. We have some mite treatment in here. Peroxin. It's a newer mite treatment that we can get now. It's oxalic acid strips, which is nice. This frame has lots of younger brood on it, and that is just covered in capped brood, ready to hatch. So she's kind of out of room here, so that's why we want to give her that next box. I keep killing bees. It's not a good thing when you kill bees, because that's what makes them upset. I have a mixed frame here. Again, nice mixed frame of capped eggs and larvae, and then another pretty solid capped brood frame. Frame's a little heavier. See where this frame popped out on the inside. Probably could use a good replacement. That's one thing about your frames is once they get 5, 6 years old, they can go a long time, but then they start seeing a little more wear and tear on them. Yeah, this frame's pretty empty. It's got a bunch of drones on it. So I'll be filling that with honey. We're gonna make sure all these frames are smashed together nice and tight. So don't build wonky comb. Just like that, we'll give them the second deep, feed them, and get out of them. Usually you want to put a second deep on when it's about 80% full. So this is a little late. That's okay because this is all drawn comb that I'm giving them. That's the nice thing about being a failed beekeeper is you have drawn comb ready to go for them. Just taking off a little wax there on this guy that is not sitting very well. Like that. If you do a soft blow, it moves those bees away from what you need to look or work on. Kind of like smoke does as well, but you don't want to start the smoker all the time. That way you can clean something up like that. Of course, propolis is sticky. Might have just been not heavy enough to do this. Alright, just like that, we have ourselves double decker. This box isn't the greatest box either, but it's alright. Slide all these frames together. And then this queen has all sorts of room to lay. Alright, we will put inner cover back on top. I like to feed internally, so empty super is next. And we'll grab our feed. When you tip your feed over, just tip it over inside the box. Put your lid on. And that is that. So this is a split that we did 2 weeks ago. It is going to be perfect timing for our big summer flow. All right, so that's the story of the split.